Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. After a week packed with fun, Days of Our Lives has us wondering if maybe, this time, EJ doesn't get away with it all. I'm just going to say it. I enjoyed this week's Days of Our Lives, especially with the parties. And you could tell the actors were having fun, which makes it even better for us. One thing I've consistently enjoyed about this last writing regime has been the weddings. So it's no surprise that I had fun with this week's build-up to Jada's big day. And while I wasn't watching for the first go-around in Aramid, I'm intrigued enough to want to know where this story is going. Party animals, yes. I am firmly in the camp of folks who had a blast with the Bachelorette party episode. The Jell-O shots, Chanel being the mopey, wasted friend who everyone feels kind of sorry for and kind of annoyed with, Jada's reaction to them casually mentioning the devil in Salem. Say what now? And everyone just ignoring her and moving on. It was all just fun. Those cupcakes had me salivating, but I guess no one touched them. Rookie mistake drinking on an empty stomach. If I had one complaint, it's that they should have had more variety than shots and champagne. But there were nice ties into history even with the latest silly game. Stephanie reminded us that one of the first relationships we saw her in was a pretty horrible, abusive one, which can contribute to all the trouble she's had finding a stable relationship. Val brought up EJ as a nice lead into them restarting their fling. And even the horrible boy Jada lost her virginity to added another layer that could make it tough for her to trust guys, from Bobby to now, Rafe's betrayal. And I appreciated how the ladies were fun and messy, while the guys were the ones causing the drama. EJ showing up and angering everyone, Javi and Sean having to pull an angry Steve away from Rafe. It felt almost like a flipping of expectations, and even knowing it was Arnold all over Savannah, I still couldn't help but feel horrified like Rafe was cheating on Jada. So I can only imagine Javi's horror in thinking his beloved cousin really did. Also, I noticed the men defaulted to calling Savannah a stripper, while the women defaulted to calling her a dancer. It was a nicely subtle nod to unconscious bias with gender. I even enjoyed the Aramid stuff. I don't know why they're dancing around just saying the woman in white is Rachel Blake, but okay. They're really teasing us hard with everything she's sharing, and if Stefano survived, there's no reason Rachel couldn't have. Though where she's been and what she's been doing for decades better have a more exciting answer than haunting an abandoned house. And it needs to explain why she took a villainous turn away from the kind woman we knew before. But I like Rosalind Gentle's performance and I'm curious about where they're going with this. I've got a few ideas, but for now I'll just say if this is going to end up diving deeper into the Blake, Demera history and connection. They've dropped Peter's name a few times now, and I'm more sure than ever that Michael Dietz is going to be bringing him back. I'm pretty sure that all of this is going to culminate in Brady and Kristen realizing Rachel needs more than therapy, and that she's seriously disturbed, and sending her off to some specialist place for help. Then she'll come back as a whole new Rachel. Quite literally, with a recast. And I hate to say it, but if Rachel is that messed up, her plan could work to bring Brady and Kristen back together as they lean on each other to get her help. Side note. I was yesterday years old when I realized that Aramid was Demera spelled backwards, and that's only because the fans pointed it out. I don't know that I ever would have gotten there by myself, even though now that I see it, it's glaringly obvious. And especially so since it's not a one-off thing with Days of Our Lives. See Meliswin, New Salem. But that brings me to something important. Arnold, stay tuned and subscribe the channel.